Hello. We wanted to take some time today to talk about some of the safety parameters that we've put in place throughout the district to ensure the safety of your children in the midst of this pandemic. As you probably know already, we have set protocols in place like social distancing, wearing masks in classrooms and throughout the district to ensure the safety of your children. We have also organized additional wash stations and sanitizing stations throughout the schools to ensure that students constantly wash their hands throughout the day. We want to make sure that when students go home, they continue to practice these safety parameters to ensure that we limit the amount of transmission, especially right now that we're in the red zone, and we want to ensure that students maintain good protocols in place even beyond the school day. So we want to remind you as their parents to help us in ensuring that students limit the amount of gathering that they are exposed to, and also if they do, that they maintain adequate social distancing as well as have their mask on when they go out of their homes and engage with other individuals. But also that they take the time to wash their hands and sanitize in between activities so that we can continue to maintain our children safe. We also came across a few questions that we want to make sure that we provide some answers to around contact tracing and second exposures that I think is really important for you to know and understand. So I'm going to have Dr. Costanzo speak a little bit about some of the protocols we have in place currently in our district. Dr. Costanzo?
Thank you, Dr. Estrella, and hello to everybody in the district. Contact tracing is indeed one of our fundamental mitigating strategies to COVID-19. It takes a team effort, beginning with our health coordinator, Joanne Malinowski. She works very closely with our Department of Public Health Director, Deanna Diamore, as well as our medical advisor, Norman Weinberger. Each of our school principals has a comprehensive checklist that they follow each and every time they have a positive case at their school. And together as a team, we go through that checklist and ensure that all potential exposed individuals in the school system are notified and are quarantined for the appropriate length of time under the CDC guidelines. And for more details on contact tracing, I'd like to now turn it over to Joanne Malinowski, who will provide more of the specifics.
The purpose of contact tracing is to try and keep people safe in a community, whether it's a school, whether it's a nursing home facility, no matter where it is, it's contact tracing is to keep people safe during a pandemic. The way it's done, we get a positive case, look at the students in that classroom, look at the staff, and then notify everybody personally by a telephone call that the person that was exposed has to be quarantined. Quarantines are usually a 14-day length of time. The contact of a contact or secondary exposure piece of this involves siblings. So, for example, if your child was sent home and you were told that the child has to quarantine for 14 days, you also have other children in your household. And this is where the main question is. What do I do with everybody else in my household? Does everybody have to quarantine? The answer to that question is no. The only person that quarantines is the person who was directly exposed to the positive case. So other siblings, mom and dad, other family that live in the household may go to school, conduct their normal business as they usually do. So that's pretty much what the contact of a contact is. If that situation changes at any time during this, if the child who was exposed becomes positive during that 14-day period, then that changes the whole mechanism in that household. Everybody has to quarantine, and the person that's positive must isolate. That's the difference.
So I hope the information provided today gives you some sense of the work that we do as a collective to ensure the safety of your children. We want to thank you for trusting us through this pandemic as we continue to educate your children and ensure that they have the tools and skills that they need to continue to be successful beyond the pandemic. Stay safe, and I wish everyone a happy holiday.